Yo, Chad, in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the full system that I use to lock in fully on my diet. As you can see, I'm at my job. I don't care. I'm making YouTube videos on my work and locking in and taking over the coaching business. It's that simple. I don't care where I'm at, whether I'm in Bali, Vietnam, the grind don't stop. And same with my diet, okay? I've been through a lot of different phases in my diet. I'm gonna be talking about 4 different phases. Whatever phase you're in, you can break out of that phase if you take the right step and right action to fully lock in. Do you want your dream body? Do you want to feel 10 out of 10 wherever you go? Well, it starts with your diet and it starts with your mindset. And I'm going to be explaining every single phase that I went through, okay? It was hard for me to break out of all my sugar addictions. It was hard for me to break out of eating processed food, but I'm gonna give you guys a mindset behind all of it. We're gonna dive right in, okay? Let's go. Ooh. Okay, my guys, this is a full journey of going 100% in on my diet, okay? As you can see on the left, I'm a 4 right here. Okay, I'm shredded, right? I look good, but guess what? My mental is not on point. I don't feel good. I have acne. In that photo, I used to walk in the gym depressed. I used to have anxiety in the gym, even though I look good, bro. I look 10 out of 10 already. I'm telling you that right now. I look good. But guess what? I was cheating my diet, and I knew I was meant for a higher purpose. If you feel like you're meant for a higher purpose, this video is for you. As you can see, I'm going out with my girl right here. We're having some BS. Look, we got syrup on here, creaming on my muffins. We got some syrup, some sausage that's highly processed. And guess what? I was letting myself down every single day. And there was a breaking point where I had to go 100% in. I'm going to take you guys through it. And on the right, I look 10 out of 10. I feel 10 out of 10. My mindset is 10 out of 10, okay? And that's what we're aiming for every single day, is becoming the best version of yourself. And it starts by your actions. That's why I eat 100% clean. I'm going to take you through all the phases that I went through on my journey. You might be in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 or 4. We're going to go through it and we're going to see where you at so I can help you make some small changes in your mind and with your actions. We're going to dive straight into it. Okay. I did not always eat clean. My eating habits were very terrible my whole life. I grew up, my dad was around a little bit, but it was mainly with my mom. My mom was a single mom. We couldn't really afford the highest quality groceries. So I'm eating like cereal in the morning. I'm having waffles. I'm microwaving ramen noodles. So my eating habits are already terrible at the start of my life, okay? And for a kid to develop, that is not the best food. But I'm still blessed to have food on my table because my mom is a really hard-working woman. And I'm going to set her financially free in the future off of my business, off of my mindset, and off of my grind, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help my family. I'm here to break chains. And it starts with your eating habits and breaking your own chains, okay? You have to break your own chains before you can help out anybody else with their life. So I had no purpose. I had no plan. And this is how I transformed my life. This is where I truly started. At school, I was eating kind of clean, okay? We had some chicken right here with some white rice, some bananas. This is when I started eating a little bit cleaner, was at the end of high school, okay? So I was graduating. I started watching self-improvement videos. I started to eat a little bit cleaner, and I felt way better eating cleaner. I felt good about myself. And when I got home from school, I would usually go with like a protein shake. I'd have my oatmeal with blueberries. And then, of course, I'd have some processed buns right here with some bacon and eggs. Like, I wasn't eating fully terrible at this point in my life, but this wasn't the worst phase I was in, okay? This is when I was getting out of my worst phase. And then, of course, I had my protein shakes, processed bread, some sauce on there, guys. This is when I started to make a change in my health. But we're going to go back to phase 1. So phase 1, I had zero purpose for my life. I would wake up depressed. I would sleep until like noon in the afternoon. I wouldn't even take a shower for 4 days, okay? Like, I was absolutely a bum. And this is during quarantine, okay? So around 2020, I'm sleeping in, I'm feeling low energy, low confidence. Every time I step outside, I have anxiety right in front of my face. Like, it was absolutely crazy to me. Like, going outside was scary to me. Getting sunlight was scary. That's how you know I was in a dark spot. So if you're in a dark spot, it doesn't matter. You can always get out of that spot. So all I was eating in the dark times was fast food, processed food. I had no discipline, low energy, poor focus, zero results. And I was eating ramen noodles. You wonder why I put McDonald's right here? Because I was door dashing McDonald's like every single day. And I wonder why my acne was absolutely crazy. I would look myself in the mirror, see my acne, I would feel depressed, I would cry about it, bro. Like, I would literally cry about it, have scissors in my hands like I'm about to take my life. That's how bad it was. I was crying in the mirror because I hated the way I looked. Because I grew up being the best looking kid in the school my whole life. So for me to go from the best looking kid in school to looking like the worst kid I've ever looked like, it was very depressing, okay? And I hated life. I didn't want to be here. But guess what? God wanted me to be here so you can see this video and so you can make a change, because it's not too late for you. I don't care how low you go, God always has your back. But you also have to be taking the steps every single day. Yeah, you could hear God, but if you're not following through in what he says, you're not going to see no change. So this is phase one, zero purpose with my life. I had to make a change, and the change started small changes. Okay. So I started eating more tuna. I started eating chicken, oatmeal. I began to take more protein shakes, protein bars. I had my protein pancakes. Also had some rice, some bread. And guess what? This is at the end of high school, of me taking a step of my self-development, because I know after high school, nobody is going to save me. I had to save myself. And it starts with my diet. It starts with self-improvement. You might be on phase two. If you're on phase two, you're going in the right path. But phase two is not where you want to be your whole life. As a man, you always have to be looking up the mountain and seeing where you can be. So we're taking small steps over and over again. Because with the pancakes right here to the left, they're highly processed. I was using syrup on it. Syrup is terrible for you, okay? But at the moment, I'm thinking about my protein. Okay, protein pancakes, it tastes good. Why not have it, okay? And then same with the tuna. Tuna has good protein, right? That's why I was eating it. But if you're eating too much tuna, you're going to have mercury in your brain, bro. And you're going to lose your memory. That's why tuna is not the best. And then, of course, my chicken. Chicken has really good protein. If you're starting out and you're making small changes, you can go far with chicken. But I wanted to take it to the next level. I wanted to optimize my testosterone. So I started taking out chicken. But when I first started, I loved chicken. I was eating it all the time. I got nothing against chicken. But if you truly want to be optimized, you're not going to optimize with chicken. I'm telling you that right now. Because the hormones, you need the micronutrients. You're not getting any of that in chicken, okay? And then, of course, I had my oatmeal too. I did not mean to do that. Oh, guys, you guys didn't see that. Okay, so we had my oatmeal, blueberries, bananas. I love the oatmeal every single day. You can't go wrong with oatmeal. Like, it tastes good. It feels good. It's real nice, okay? But guess what? It's carbs, bro. Why am I having carbs in the morning? I didn't know this. I thought I knew everything at this point. I thought I was top dog at school, eating healthy. I was a little Jeff, like, let's be honest. Then I was always having my bread, having my protein shakes. I don't know what I was doing, but that's phase two right there. Phase one, no purpose. Phase two, small changes. I started doing this in high school, okay? Boom. The transition with my mindset. I'm graduating high school. I did my first bodybuilding show. This is when I started building discipline and consistency through small steps and repetition, and I built up momentum, okay? So guess what? I'm eating 100% clean at this point, right? I'm eating my oatmeal. It's not the best for me, but I'm eating clean. I got my chicken right here. It's probably processed. And we also got some eggs right there. I'm looking absolutely shredded. My physique is on point. My physique has been nice my whole life. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like in elementary, I had six-pack abs. I was absolutely shredded. But it comes down to the mindset, bro. The physique can be there, but if your mindset's not on point, that you're 100% in on your diet, it doesn't matter what you look like. It truly doesn't. If you don't know yourself internally, it doesn't matter what you look like. I'm going to be completely honest with you. So I started transitioning. So this is phase 3. This is when I'm like fully locked in almost, okay? I'm almost there. Phase 3, almost there. So I'm going all in on everything, right? I'm eating my beef, eggs, rice, fruit. Sometimes I'm having powerballs. That's why I was almost locked in. Powerballs are not optimized. Then, of course, I'm still eating out with my family, my girl. As you can see in this left photo, we went skiing that day. Skiing was new to me, so I was like, okay, I'm at a skiing resort. Why not have a burger? Why not have some fries? I'm at a skiing resort. This is a new experience. Why not? I can cheat my dad, right? And then I felt terrible after doing it. I don't know why. God's like, yo, you're bigger than having a little cheat meal. If that was really the ultimate 10 version of myself, I would have meal prepped and went to the skiing resort and had my beef and eggs right after cooking up at the lodge. It's that simple. Same with going out with the girl, right? I'm not even ready to have a relationship at this point. I can't even control what I'm eating with my girl, bro. I remember sitting at the dinner table with her, right? I got 2 options on the menu. I got an option of having my steak or having a BS burger. Guess what I did? I went with the BS burger and I felt like an absolute Jeff when I knew I was supposed to have the steak. This is why I can't have a chick. It's because I'm not ready. My mindset has not shifted to the grown man version of myself. As a man, you should be prepared for a woman. You should be able to provide. But it all starts with yourself first. That's why I had to start taking small steps. And at this point, I'm falling short, going out with my family, falling short, going out with my girl. But I am locked in outside of that, okay? So at work, I'm eating my beef, eggs, white rice, okay? I got really nothing against this meal. This meal helped me in every single aspect when I was at my job. I was the most jacked at my job. I felt high energy, high testosterone. I had clarity. I was jacked. Like it's insane to me. And I felt good eating 100% clean at work. Because knowing that all the other guys are having processed food, they're having sodas, they're having McDonald's, having little pizzas in their mouth. I was like, these dudes are little kids, bro. I am a grown man, Jeff. I don't even see myself comparing myself to any of you Jeffries. Like it's that simple. That's how I was feeling, bro. I'm telling you right now. And then of course, you know, I usually kept it real simple. Just beef, eggs, white rice. Got some cheese on there, yogurt, macadamia nuts, banana right there. And of course, my yogurt bowls at work. We had yogurt, fruit, bananas, blueberries. It was fire, no cap. Like these meals were fire. These meals are good, bro. I'm telling you, Whole Foods, you can't go wrong with it. I'm almost fully locked in. But I'll cheat myself going out with my family. That's why I was not fully locked in. But guess what? I knew it wasn't the end of me. I knew I had to take a next step. And here was the breaking point where everything turned around. Shit, right there. The breaking point was right here. When I lost everything, chat. When I say I lost everything, chat, I lost everything, chat. You know, I lost everything, chat. Let me explain to you guys. So I'm in a 2-year relationship, right? 2 years with this girl, beautiful girl of God. You know, it's a dream girl to have, right? But I was not ready. So I wasn't treating the girl the best. You know, I'm not really 2 good relationships, but I'm working towards it. I'm becoming a holy man, a man of God. And that's what life is about, okay? But at this point in my mind, I don't think I deserve a girl. So we end the relationship. And then a lot of things happen after that, okay? God was basically saying, yo, why'd you leave that girl, bro? It was not the right choice to leave that girl. And I left. I messed up. But we all have to learn from mess ups. Like, nobody is perfect. Only Jesus Christ is perfect. He forgives all of us, bro. He forgives all of us. That's what the blessing is, okay? So look, on the left, I bust my foot open. I'm injured. Like, I can't even play basketball. I can barely walk. I'm limping. But I remember I was still working at this time. I was working, limping in the job, working hard still. I did take some days off, but I was still putting in the work. I was still eating 100% clean. That's one phase of it. So, busted foot, girlfriend broke up with me, and then, of course, I'm hitting the creek and stuff. We're locked in on that still. I'm still working on my self-improvement. I don't care what happens to me, bro. I'd rather go farther than stay where I am. I already seen my lowest point. Why would I ever want to go back to that? So I kept going, and I did get dirt in my face. I did get slapped around. I did get beat to the ground after losing my girl, but as a man, it's going to make us stronger, G. If you don't kill you, it's going to make you stronger, G, right there. Oh. And then I lost my car. As you can see, I have a Nissan Altima. Nice car. I actually like this car a lot. I drove fast in there. Had the chick in there. I felt like a top dog. Had some good experiences in that car. It was good seeing my family in that car. And yeah, I lost the car too. So lost a chick, got injured, lost a car. So you're probably like, Jordan, like, how'd you go 100% and all this happened? It starts in the mind, bro. I'm telling you, it starts in the mind. You gotta be crazy about it. Look at me, Chad. You gotta be crazy about this, Jeffrey. If you're not crazy about it, nothing's gonna happen. G, I am crazy about becoming the ultimate 10 version of myself. So I don't care if I get spit on. I don't care if I get laughed at. I got laughed at multiple times. I got laughed at in middle school because I couldn't read. I got laughed at for falling off the dirt bike when I was a little kid and I was a little brother. I got laughed at. I don't care. I'm not cussing because I'm a man of God. Chad, I got Christ in me right now. Chad, the Holy Spirit flow right there. Good chat. So this is a turning point where I lost everything. I had to turn everything around. I could have indulged. I could have indulged. I could have indulged. I could have went back to my old ways. I could have had no purpose. I could have went back to the McDonald's. I could have went back to the chips. But guess what? I did not go back. I decided to go all in on it, Jack. Because that's where you find yourself, Jack. Life's going to get cold. My chick went pretty cold on me. So I went even colder, and I had to lock in. This is the method, bro. I'm telling you right now. You got to get even colder, Jack, right there. So we're in the creek, 100% in. That's what we got to do. Now we're fully locked in, chat. You see this? Look at that photo of that little Jeff. That's a Jeff right there. Look at that Jeffrey. Look skinny, depressed, had acne, did not have Jesus Christ, was being a bum, was being selfish, was sitting inside, was eating the terrible food. And guess what? It's his fault. And he had to get him out of that situation with God on his side. Okay? I went from eating McDonald's every day about 4 years ago, or 5, I don't know. Yeah, probably like 5. And then I had my soda. I had my BS soda. I had acne. I was skinny. Now I'm an absolute top dog. No cheat meals, no processed food. I'm doing carnivore diet right now, right? I'm 100% on carnivore diet. But at this time, I was also 100% on the animal-based diet. So I was 100% whatever diet I want to choose, okay? The only reason why I'm on a carnivore right now, so I can focus and lock in on my coaching right now. I feel like I have more clarity and focus just doing beef and eggs. Right now, I'm not in the position to have any little treats in my mouth, like a banana in my mouth or an orange in my mouth. I'm living under my dad's roof. Do I deserve that right now? Do I deserve that? I don't, bro. I got to lock it on my mind. I got to lock it on my business. I got no time for putting little cheap meals in my mouth. That's why I'm 100% locked in. I don't do no powerballs anymore. I don't do no fruit right now. I don't do no honey in my mouth. I do no dark chocolate. I don't do no macadamia nuts. I don't do any of that, bro. Like, I'm doing carnivore. This is the best I've ever felt in my life through the phases and the steps, okay? So I went through feeling the worst I've ever felt. McDonald's, I felt the worst. And then I did my chicken oatmeal phase 2. I didn't really feel optimized. I still felt like a little Jeff. Phase 3, I was optimized at 100%, but I was still cheating myself, going out with the girl, going out with my family, and cheating myself with powerballs and doing little extra stuff that I don't need in my mouth. As a man, do you need extra little treats in your mouth like a little Jeff? Think about that. So I cut it all out. I went 100%. I dialed in. I dived in the creek like a king, little Jeff. Okay, after that, we went 100% in phase 4. And now I feel optimized. I feel clarity. I feel at peace with God. I feel like myself. As me, I think you got to go all in. If you're with a girl, are you going to go all in? I'm going to go all in, Jeff. If you're with your boys, are you going to show love and go all in? Are you going to be hard on them? That's how I am. Okay? So you got to go all in with everything. And it starts with your diet. This is the best I've ever felt. In whatever phase you're in, I can help you break out of this phase. I help multiple clients around the world changing their diet, being successful with their mindset and who they are becoming. Whether you want to build your body, whether you want to get a good routine, or you're at phase 3 right now and you need the mindset to stop going out with your girl, to stop going out with your family, I'm the coach for you, bro, because that's exactly where I was at. I was stuck in the phases, stuck with being average, stuck in my head like I needed a little treat in my mouth. I don't need it, and I don't need it now, and I probably won't need it in the future. Maybe my kids will have a little banana in their mouth. You know, I need to prepare for kids and a wife. Not feeding my flesh, not feeding my little kid desires, bro. That is an absolute joke to me. Okay, so like, sub, we're going to catch you guys later. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this video. I feel like this was more myself, more me actually showing you my experiences in the phases that I went through. So let me know in the comments what phase you're in right now. Okay, you could be phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. Let me know. I'd love to help you out. And you can also text me on IG. If you're ever struggling with anything, I'm always responding to my IG messages all the time, bro. Don't be shy. Hit me up, dog. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to help you become the best version of yourself. If you need a coach, click the link down below. We'll get you started up. We're going to get you real nice and right to become your highest self, to fully go 100%. That's what we got to do, boys. We'll catch you guys later. I love all you guys. You guys keep striving for greatness. I don't care if you're a 4 out of 10. You can always become the 10 out of 10. And it starts in the mind, and it starts with your actions. Let's get it, Jack. Oh.